Good morning. It's 6:15ish, I think. There's a little deer eating wet grass out of the front area here in front of the house. I don't know if you can even see that. Let me see if I can get in closer. Oh, it's not a good picture. She's thirsty. That pile right there is wood and a little stove. Not stove. Fire pit, what do you call those? Put wood in there. Good early morning. Stormy again last night. Let's get on with this day. I wonder what the day will bring. It's supposed to be stopping the storm today. That atmospheric river thing brought us 3 days of pouring rain and heavy winds. I bet there'll be some pretty shells up on the beach. I bet there was pretty wave watching too downtown. I should have gone downtown. Good morning and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome for the first time. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm going to go backwards and I'm going to show you yesterday, which was a mess and a half. My little bitty girl toy poodle, I've said before, is a little bit crazy. And you're going to see what happened, but it involved a Korean chocolate bar, which she ate. Now, if you're squeamish, you're not going to see anything. I decided not to show anything. But if you're squeamish to words, you might not want to watch today, because I had to take care of business instead of having her die. Little dogs can't eat chocolate. And I couldn't even read the ingredients because it came from Korea. Anyway, I mean, not the dog, the chocolate bar. Oh, I was so upset. Here's what I have going. I've got a pot here with the Christmas ham bone that's been in the freezer since, Christmas. And I'm making a stock, and I added a can of just great value chicken broth. It gives it a little extra something. And I've got some potatoes here, and I've got the bone is mostly for flavor, so I'm adding this. It's a diced ham, just little squares of diced ham. I love to use this for cooking. And I'm making potato corn chowder is what I'm getting at. So in the end, it'll have potatoes, celery, onions, ham, corn, and that kind of thing. And it's going to be served with shredded cheese if wanted, and Cheesecake Factory brown bread, which is a favorite here. And it's not being served to us. Well, they can have some of it if they want, but I don't think they care. What they want is this, and they're having it tonight. And it's Zatarain's jambalaya and biscuits. And the reason that I'm doing this mostly is because I'm emptying my freezer of things that need to be used, and that ham bone certainly did need to be used, and it's still fine, obviously, but it's taken up a big portion of the house freezer where it was put for whatever reason. I'm sure I did it on purpose for whatever reason. Anyway, we had that storm last night, and it was a bad one. And my mom and dad have a nervous poodle. She's a mini, and she's their baby, and she sleeps with them at night. And she's just precious. She's lovable. She's calm, not like my dogs who lose their ever-loving minds when somebody comes to the door. She greets you fine, but then she settles down. How do you get one like that? Anywho, she's a reddish apricot color mini, so bigger than my dogs and by a little bit, and taller, What was I going to say? Oh, that the reason I brought the poodle up is she did lose her, when the storm hit. There was a lot of wind. In fact, in my mom's neighborhood, trees went down and blocked the roads. There's a school across the way. I don't know how they got the buses in. They lost power, and the dog just thought this was the end, So they were up a good portion of the night. And I think they're resting now. And so I'm taking, to that end, I'm taking dinner, sending a kid with dinner over there. And that's going to be the soup and the brown bread. And we'll see what else I can get into today. Tea Tuesday is something that I love to do because you can drink tea or you can drink whatever you want. Like you saw, I'm drinking coffee, iced coffee. Or you can, drink tea or water or orange juice or milk. It's just fun. You can do whatever you want, and that'll be what you're doing while you're having your Tea Tuesday. And this is what I have going. So here we are. I'm going to add to this the potatoes here. And I'm going to add to it the ham. I showed you that. I'm going to get a little bit of bacon that I have left over, and I'm going to crisp it up some and throw in onions and celery, which will then go, after I drain the oil, it'll go in here too for flavor. And, some garlic. Not a lot, but some garlic. And that's how she rolls when she makes her potato corn chowder. Got some corn out of the freezer. I went to get a can of corn, and I'm out. Luckily, I'm making a grocery list right now. I have bacon, leftover bacon from when I made BLTs last week. Is today Monday? I think it is. My dryer. It's beeping. Anyway, it's done. Or it's the washer. I am going to chop this up, put it in a frying pan, get it kind of loose and nice again, and then I'm going to add those onions and celery to the mix. Stay. Guess who just ate half a Korean chocolate bar? Now we're going to induce vomiting. Well, in case you're ever in this position, you can make them, if you find out that they did it just as soon as they did it, you can make them vomit it back up by using vanilla ice cream with a couple of shots of this, hydrogen peroxide. It shouldn't take very long.